Good evening and welcome to Happy Place Aquatics. Got a couple of topics I would like to talk about tonight, so I'll wait till some people get here and we will go from there. So far, I know we have Slim Tim in the house. That I know. Don't know who else is watching, whoever else is watching. Don't be afraid, speak up. Definitely speak up. I've got some things down here that are going to change. He said boo. You're missing another boo. It's a boo boo. But we're in the fish room, guys. We're down here. We're doing the damn thing. I don't care if I swore in the first minute. I'm trying to decide what I want to do and how I want to do it. So I have two Oscars upstairs. I'm thinking about bringing them down here. I'm thinking about closing. I'm not thinking about closing. I'm closing some shit down. So it's gonna be fun. Ooh, I can browse with my voice. I don't care. Is that a fish tank? That is. That is. That's a clock. That's a fish tank. What are we talking about? I'm confused, Discus North. Welcome in, by the way. What's up, big guy? You look just about as happy as I do. I'm going to close down some shit. Man, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it, and it's actually making me slightly upset. So, got to think about it. In this room right here, just this room, I have 475s. I have a 90. I have 355s. I have two 125s. I have a 40, a 15-gallon, and then a 10-gallon sitting over here. 10-gallon I'd give two shits about. I'm keeping it because it's my old, it's my OG original first tank. It's my 10-gallon tank. I killed more fish in that 10-gallon tank than I care to ever just speak about. So I'm getting rid of fish, like a bunch of fish. I was having a conversation earlier with New Bern Aquatics that some things around here are changing. And I was telling him what I was getting rid of. You know, for those who know, I have native fish right here. Love these guys. Some of the best fish I think I've ever had, honestly. But can I keep them? And I can. That is a nice lamp. It is a very nice lamp. I have its twin upstairs in my breezeway, and then I have its brother and sister in my living room. They were on sale at Walmart for $10. They were $60 lamps. I got them all on clearance, so I bought them all. But anywho, a lot of this down here is going to change. It's going to be gone. This room will probably be completely closed down by maybe March, maybe May. I'd say probably May. And if it is still running, there's only going to be a few tanks. Obviously, some of the tanks are staying, like the big guy. Well, I'm keeping it, but it's not going to be on site. It's going to be somewhere else. So that big dude's moving. That 125 is moving. The other 125 is moving. My 90 is moving. Is that something dead in that thing? That's definitely something dead in that tank. Excuse me while I handle that. There ain't much left of it. It ain't been dead long. Didn't see that earlier today when I was down here. But anywho's or whaty. Yeah, so that's that. So guys, there is a couple of topics I would like to talk about. We're going to get into one right now. So you see people who do live streams, and their live streams are subscribers only. It's kind of wild. I can understand doing a members only wild or live stream because you guys are paying to be a member. But to pay people to for people to have to be a subscriber to chat in your comment is kind of, or in your comment section is kind of out there. Let me hear your thoughts and opinions on that. I'm not a fan of it. I am going to be moving my 2 Oscars. I am just stoned. That's nice. So I have Daisy up here. She is my oldest Latino. And then I have June down here on the bottom, who is a Tiger Oscar. I am going to slap those 2 Oscars into my 240. So that is definitely going to happen. Needs to happen. Sorry, I gotta take a picture of something for somebody. It's definitely close. Definitely close. Just letting you know I'm here, just on my TV, not my phone, so I won't be commenting. That's fine. I know you're here. You're usually always here. So welcome in. I have a pothos plant right here, and it is probably about 2 feet off the floor, and it starts way over there. So if I took it and stretched it across this tank, it would probably reach, well, hell, here. I've got it just laying right here. She's a big bastard. Oh. But yeah, I'm going to move some fish around. I'm probably going to do it after this live stream is over. I do need to do some tank maintenance. There's no getting around it. If I move these 2, I will be taking Daisy's canister filter, and I will be putting it on my wild caught fish's tank. I will be taking the hang on the back off. I don't like a hang on the back. I can't stand it. I had a canister filter on here, but the canister filter was on here. I unplugged it and forgot to plug it back in, so it is currently not running. I have the valve shut off, so nothing's seeping back. But God, when I take that thing apart, I'm probably going to puke. And for those who know me, I don't puke very often because I can't. But that's probably going to make me throw up. Daisy is going to be mad as hell. And that's okay. That is quite okay. I thought about moving the wild caughts from this 55 to that 75 and taking this 55 down. But I kind of like this 55 right here. For now. It'll come down, but I kind of like it there right now. And I think heating this 75 and filtering this 75 and filtering the bottom 75 is actually costing more money than the run of 1 canister filter, no heater on this tank, because it doesn't have a heater on it. They don't need a heater. They're from a creek. They are used to cold, hot swings. You know, they're doing great. I've only lost a couple of them, but they are doing great. Some of my favorite fish in the fish room right now. So these guys are slightly pissy because I turned the lights on, of course, and it upsets them. Guys, when I shut this fish room down, it's going to be a little wild. Where am I going to do live streams from? I've been doing live streams from here for what, like 3 years now? This has been in the background for 3 years. The only difference is I used to sit over there. I was next to the 75s. Now I'm sitting in front of the 240 closer to the middle of the room. Oh, Noisy's tank is doing okay. I am going to take down the 40 breeder below Noisy. It is sad to say that the fish that are in there, I really don't give two shits about. But I'm going to make sure they have a clean home. I'm going to move them from that 40 breeder because that 40 breeder sucks. It's getting moved, but it sucks. I'm keeping the 40 breeder. 40 breeder is the sump for this tank. I have the sump portion of it right here. I should use it, to be honest with you. I can't do it here. I'm going to have to do it when I reset up my fish room. I figured a 40-gallon tank would be a large amount of filter for a 240-gallon tank. That's going to take, well, technically it's a 225, but it's got the dimensions of the 240. Its technical gallons is 222 and a half. You add the 40-gallon breeder on it. I think a 40-gallon breeder filled up is not even 40 gallons. I think it's like 35 and a half. So you're going to have a 200 and maybe 60-gallon total volume between the sump and the tank. The heater will probably end up in the sump when I do it. That way there's no ugliness in the tank. You're just going to see fish and not shit other than a return. And the, yeah. You understand, the overflow, I should say. I'm just going to make it the way I want it. The new room is going to have a, man, I think I'm going to do a central sump system for the whole room when I do set up another room, because it's not going to be as many tanks. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 75-gallon tanks. I'm going to make a rack deck. All 8 of them will go on it. My 2 125s are going to be stacked. The 240 is going to be there. I'm going to keep my OG 55 and probably my OG 10-gallon tank. Yeah, my 29-gallon tank won't go anywhere because that's my purple clown puke tank. Has all my plants in it. That tank is phenomenal. So there's that. I'm just not going to rush and force myself to do things in a manner that's going to kill, harm, or do some damage to my fish. So, man, I wonder how hard it's going to be for me to catch those fish in that 40-gallon breeder. Especially I can't get on the ground. So I'm thinking of one centralized sump to run my whole room when I do this. I have an idea. I'm going to do a water change system as well in the new room. Along with probably that central air system as well. So the fish room will be there, but it won't be as large. I will change up the amount or the styles of fish I have. I may keep my 20-gallon rack. I'm not going to lie to you. I may keep my 620s. I have an idea that I may put into action. So that stand will stay, but my 10-gallon fry draw rack is gone. I got somebody that's supposed to pick that up in the next week or so. My 11.5-foot rack on the other side that's got all the other tanks on it, it's coming down. I may not scrap the stand. I may, repurpose some of the wood on the stand. Or I may say, fuck it, take it outside, put it in my fire pit, and light that bitch on fire. I probably won't do that. What's up, New Bern? Welcome in. So, I don't know how moving these fish are actually going to go when I do move them. I do know that Daisy is blind in one eye. She has been by herself her whole life. Except for when she was little. When she was little, she was in the South American tank until she started deboing the fish, and then she got moved. When I got June, I put June in a tank by herself, and that's where she stayed. I tried to put her and Daisy together. Daisy didn't want no part of it. But I'm pretty sure when I take these two Oscars, and I smack them in here, it'll be a completely different story. It's a bigger tank. There's already 3 Oscars in here, so you're going to have 5 Oscars in here. I still have 3 more Oscars, which is going to be 8 Oscars, which is just way too many fucking Oscars. So we're just going to do it. That clock is going out of here. I'm going to put it on Facebook Marketplace. If anybody's interested in it, they can buy it from me from there. I'm not asking a shitload of money for it. I've got $30 in it. I'd like to get my $30 back. This 44-gallon corner tank is sold. I'm resealing it on a live stream this week, guys. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to clean it up real nice. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to reseal it. And it's going to go to its new home, which will be out of my home. It's got a nice lid on it. I mean, it's going to do what it needs to do. So we're going to figure some shit out, guys, one way or another. The fish room is going to go from what it was to what it will be and then to nothing. It's actually kind of sad. All right, on to the next topic we're going to talk about. How do we get the Happy Place Aquatics to 1,000 subscribers? Guys, I'm 121 subscribers away from 1,000. That has taken me, this is year 3.
Let's go push. Let's go push. Let's go push. Let's go push. When you get tired, it doesn't.
You know, I've been pushing to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark since I started. That was the goal. And I've done everything organically. You know, when you're doing everything organically, it takes you longer. But when you're breaking out that wallet and you're paying for, you know, views, you're paying for, you know, pushing your content, it usually happens faster for you. I'm not going for fast. I'm going for organic. Now, I do have another channel. I have posted it once or twice. Welcome Men Aquatic News Network. I've posted it twice. I really don't want to, you know, keep whooping a dead horse. Even though that horse I've already rode and it is what it is. But this channel is probably going to pass. It's probably going to pass Happy Place Aquatics, to be honest with you. Because the content is different. It's actually something people are going to want to watch. I'm not going to lie. If it was me, I'd want to watch it. And that's just the style of guy I am. I mean, I am 100% a car guy. You know, I'm trying to do some things that I've wanted to do for a while, and I haven't been able to due to how everything was working for me in my life. I don't know if you guys have been able to tell, Jimbo ain't the same Jimbo he was a year ago. A year ago right now, I was a miserable, sad prick. I was, you know, I was miserable. Ain't no way of getting around it. I mean, I wasn't happy. You know, I had a lot going on in my personal life. It was coming through on videos that I make. I've watched some of them. I was like, man, I'm kind of crabby. And then, you know, I got mixed up with, you know, some other YouTubers that I shouldn't have, to be honest with you. Do I regret it? No, absolutely not, because you get to see people's true colors. But I got mixed up with them, and it kind of pushed some people away from me. And it's okay. People are entitled to their opinions, but they need to understand that I'm not them. You know, you find out who your true friends are when you're in time of need. And I'll be honest with you, those that I have stay in contact with all the time, you guys know who you are. I don't need to mention you. Thank you guys for, you know, sticking around. But you guys are going to see change, and a lot of change. You guys are going to see me building shit. You're going to see me fixing cars that are smashed. You're going to see me in my element. this isn't really my element. This is something that brought me peace. This is my place. This was my place of Zen, which gets you to the name Happy Place. This was my happy place. I came down here to get away from the stress of my life. I came down here when I was arguing with the wife. I came down here when I had a bad day at work, or if I was feeling some kind of way or I was in my feels. I would sit in front of this South America 125 and I would forget everything. And that's why I'm sad to see this go, but I'm excited to see what chapter 2 of Happy Place Aquatics is going to be. You know, I mean, you guys have been here through the whole thing with me. I mean, look at it. I built this room from, it was like a living room. It was literally a couch here. There was a TV on a wall. There was a surround sound setup. All my video games were down here. There was 2 tanks. There was my purple clown puke tank and a 25-gallon tank that was sitting over here on the side. What the actual shit is my computer doing? So I had 2 tanks down here. I had a 55 in my hobby room, which I kept there. You know, that was in my hobby room. I was in there working on model cars. I had a fish tank right there. I could, you know, I'm doing 2 things that actually brought me peace. And I was like, all right, cool. You know, I can work on this model car. I had a TV on the wall. I had fish swimming. It was just another place of peace. But it wasn't like it was down here. You know, and I think a lot of content creators miss. Actually, scratch that. It's not even content creators. I think a lot of creators are just YouTubers or people who are fish keepers. Forget what this hobby is actually about. You didn't get in this hobby to make money. You got in this hobby because you liked fish. You got in this hobby because the fish brought you something that life didn't bring you. You got in this hobby because this was awesome. You had something that depended on you. Like you walk in a room with an Oscar, you know, your Oscar knows who you are. Yeah, they're used to seeing you because you're the one that feeds them and blah, 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 blah. But it recognizes you. It's kind of like a dog, you know. The old saying is you can lock your wife in the trunk and you can lock your dog in the trunk and leave him in there for a couple of days. When you open the trunk, who's going to be happy to see you? The dog. Because the dog loves you unconditionally. You know, it's like my dog upstairs. She's excited. I have never seen anything as excited as she was when I came home from the hospital. Like she was excited. So it is what it is. And then, you know, I understand what I have to do. Is it hurting me? Yes, absolutely. And I witnessed somebody else go through the same kind of thing today, and it's heartbreaking. It really is. I mean, when you have to get rid of something that you put your heart and soul into, it kind of fucks you up. Oh, we're 22 minutes and fuck can come out of my mouth now, so we're good. And I don't really care. I mean, it's a live stream. Live streams aren't made for children. So if there's a child in here, please see your way out. No offense. That goes for you, New Bern. You're a child. I'm joking. I'm messing with you. Don't take it personally. You know, I just want this. I want the next chapter in my life to be something that I want. When I get the new fish room, I will get the fish that I want. A lot of the fish I have in my fish room, I wanted, but I didn't want. To be honest with you, I never really wanted to get into Severums. I didn't. We were at the fish store. Somebody saw them. They thought they were cute, and damn it, they ended up in my fish room. So I'm like, well, you know, it is what it is. So I continued to do the thing with the Severums because I caught them breeding. I'm like, okay, I could sell some Severums. I could sell some fish. You know, I built this room with the intention of if I can breed some fish, I can breed some fish. If not, I'm going to enjoy my fish. And you guys know at one point in time, I had 75 tanks up and running. That's a lot of tanks. That's a lot of tanks. That's a lot of water. I had tubs outside, or tanks outside, which were like the stock tanks that had goldfish in them. I have all this shit that was in the basement. I have tanks throughout my house upstairs. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There was 8 tanks at one time. One broke. It's gone. There was 8 tanks at one time upstairs on just the main living area. Now, and I also have 10 tanks in my breezeway where you enter my house. That was my fry grow out rack. And then I had this rack over here that was full of fish. They were full of tanks. I had tanks on the other side, they were all full. I had this counter right here full of tanks. When I was on the other side, I had tanks next to me on this counter. So I had tanks everywhere. So, you know, when you have to tear down something that you have put your heart and soul in, I understand. You know, I've had some things in my life that I've had to give up that I will never do again. I refuse to give up things that I don't want to give up. You know, I've given up cars, friends. I mean, I've gave up a lot. And now I'm giving up one thing that bothers me the most. And a lot of you guys don't know this, but some of you do. So I was homeless for 6 months. It was in the middle of winter, or it started at the beginning of winter. I went through winter sleeping in the back of a station wagon. Got to the point where I had no gas. I couldn't start the car up for heat. I had an air mattress that was deflating. I had a blanket, and that was it. You know, my own family wouldn't let me stay with them. That's how you know how shitty it was. Well, fast forward some years, I end up with what I have, and this is the part that hurts because I built this fucking thing. You know, I built this fish room. This whole fucking fish room wouldn't be what it is right now if it wasn't without me. And I'm not talking the fish tanks and the stands and shit. I put the fucking walls up down here. I put the drywall up. I put the electrical in. I put the lighting in. I put the ceiling in. I painted the floor. I built this counter that the computer's sitting on. You know, I did all of this. And I'm walking away from it all. Again, I have to give up something that I don't want to. Life is about, you know, overcoming shit. But how much more shit does a person have to overcome? That's the problem. You know, so fuck it. New chapter of my life. I have some incredible people in it. I am going to take that momentum. I'm going to run with it. And I'm going to do it with the new channel. I'm going to do it with the cars I build. I'm going to do it with the bicycles I build. I'm going to do it just because I want to. And I'm going to be honest, if you get in my way, I feel sorry for you because I'm going to run you over. Sorry. I've got that mentality. But I do need to do some tank maintenance. That is one thing. Yes, Tim is the one tearing down tanks. He is unfortunately got to tear his fish room down, or his fish tanks down, and I'm not sure how many fish he's going to be able to keep, but I am sorry you have to do it. I appreciate the follow there, Tommy, at the Aquatic News Network. You know, like I said, this is the new channel. It's just not a shameless plug because it's my channel. Go ahead and like and subscribe to that channel. Follow it. There's videos on it now. I think there's 3 or 4 shorts and 3 videos. You guys can see where I built the shit box. You guys can see so far the Tacoma that I'm working on. You'll see the Civic that I have in my garage. There is another Civic coming. I mean, there's going to be some shit coming, and there's other cars coming. I even kind of teased one the other night on the last live stream I did. That's coming this summer. So stay tuned. I mean, I'm going to do some things. I am going to do some things. That's just how it's going to be. So I have the one that's going to suck to take out of here. And I know it doesn't really, not going to seem like it's going to suck, but I got to take that pond out of here. That 300-gallon pond has probably 250 gallon of rock in the bottom of it, or 250 pounds of rocks in the bottom of it. Shit, there's goldfish in it. There's a giant pleco in it. It's got an FX6 running it. If I stepped outside right now, I'd be shaking. We got snow on the ground and it is cold. So that's what's be shaking over here. What about you, Paulie? So the tanks I'm taking and moving away from here are going to be my 125 Akara tank. There is mixed Akara in there. They are yellow, all a wild caught except for two. You have two electric blue Akara that are from my fish room of my original breed or my original grow outs. There are, I'm going to say 20 electric yellows. Electric yellow banded Akara, which are hard to find. They're wild caught. There are probably another 15 or 20 natural blue Akara in there. And unfortunately, my Walrus, I have no idea where the hell they went. I had 3 Walrus in there. I never found a carcass, but the fish are gone. I know Walrus like to jump, so I'm pretty sure when I move that tank, I'm going to find carcasses behind the tank. Pretty sure of it. I can't really get behind it to see. You know, I can't get down on the ground because of my knee right now, but I'm pretty sure I am going to find some of those bastards behind that tank. Which is kind of sad because I found some big cichlids behind the 90 and the 75 over there. That one I can actually see behind. So we're going to see. So those are going to be moving. My South American 125 is going to move. It's got my Jack Dempsey's in it. Noisy ain't going anywhere. Noisy's getting moved. I can't put Noisy in any other tank, but Noisy is definitely not going anywhere. Somebody I know close to me will skin me if I get rid of that fish. Especially if it doesn't go to them. So, yeah. For you, those of you that don't know, Noisy is a Midas cichlid. Noisy is quite the asshole. I am the only one that can put my hand in his tank, or her tank, I should say. I did add my, oh, what the hell are they? They're supposed to be Starry Night cichlid and some kind of peacock mix. I had, I don't know, 20 of those that were in my 32-gallon Fluval Flex that was growing out. For some reason, the only reason I took that tank down is because it stunk like cat piss. I never understand why those fish, as they're growing, just those fish, as they grow up, when you go from like this, and they start to grow, the tank they're in starts to smell like piss. And I mean, I did a water change like 2 days before that, and the tank smelled like cat piss. So I took him, I caught him, took the tank down. I had the tank sitting outside. I went and had surgery on my knee. I couldn't get the tank inside. It had like 6 inches of ice in it. It froze and busted the bottom of the tank. So that's my bad. That's a fuck up on my behalf. So I busted a $500 tank. Am I upset about it? Yes, man. My Jack Dempsey is being a prick. Anywho's or whaty. I also have another fish that I'm going to drop in here, and he's probably going to find out that he's not the big dog. I have a Red Tiger Moto. It is in a 10-gallon tank. It has been in a 10-gallon tank its whole life. That bastard is about 7 inches long in a 10-gallon tank. I absolutely hate that fish. I can't find anybody to take it. I clean his tank. I feed him. Or her. It might actually even be a her. I feed it. I take care of its tank. But the fish is an asshole. You know, I thought about putting it in with Noisy and just letting Noisy have at it, but I don't think that's fair to the fish. You know, I've come to, I see it every morning as I walk by the tank. It's there. It runs. It hides. I'm thinking if I put it in another tank with other fish, it might do a little better. Because I've got to take that whole rack down. I think I got like 2 or 3 African cichlids in that tank. I have some Severums up there. I've got a couple of natural blue Akara in there. I don't think they'll survive if I put them anywhere else. They're too small. I don't know where I'm going to put those two, to be honest with you. I don't have a tank that I can put them in right now. I would put them in this, but I think the cycle in this is dead. The only thing that's in it is a snail. The sponge filter is not even working. So the sponge filter is probably plugged up tighter than a gnat's ass. So I don't want those fish to die because they are the only two I have out of a whole clutch that I had. I don't know if I can put them in with the other Akara. I think they might get 8. They're too small. So I don't want to have to set another tank up, but I also don't want to put them in with like my guppies and they eat all of my guppies because they, once again, they're assholes. I have an idea, but I don't know if the 2 fish are still alive. If they're still alive, I don't know. I'm pretty sure my discus might eat them if I put them in there too. Nah, they're too big for the discus's mouth. I wonder how they would do in that tank. We're going to fucking find out. I'll put them in with my discus. Just thought about that. So if I do that, move the Severums, I could take that whole tank down, that whole rack. And that rack will be done. I can drain it and go on about my day. Shit, that'll eliminate that tank. I can remove my African cichlids in a 32-gallon bow front I have up there. Or not a bow. Yeah, it is a bow front. I can remove that. I can get that out of there. I'm actually going to bring another tank down here. I'm going to take this one down. I'm probably going to take the plants and put it in that tank. And I'm probably going to take that snail and put it in that tank. I have a gold gourami and a stand that I made. It's in a hexagon tank. I'm going to bring it down here. The goal is I need everything to be in this room. That way, except for my discus tank and the other Oscar tank. The only reason why I don't want that down here is because I ain't fucking moving it down here. It's upstairs. It's going to be easier to get out, and the stand weighs like 200 pounds. I overbuilt the stand, and now I'm paying for it. So I could take that 10-gallon rack down, could take all the gravel out of it, put it in a 5-gallon bucket. Actually, might not be bad gravel to just put in another tank when I decide to set up something. It's a whole hodgepodge of different colors. It's clown puke, as everybody says. Everybody hates clown puke. I don't hate it. I actually like it. I like sand. As you see, the majority of these tanks are all sand. Noisy's tank is general purpose sand. My natural cots are general purpose sand. This is cichlid sand. That is play sand. My Akara tank is cichlid sand. Cichlid sand. The rest of the shit is play sand. I mean, literally play sand. I use play sand or natural, the natural sand. It's got chunks of rocks and shit in it. I think it looks better. So that's the goal for what I'm going to do. I'm going to move some of these down. There'll be a video come out on it. I know I'm saying a lot of this on a live stream. It's because I really don't have a lot to talk about, and I actually do got a lot to talk about then. So we got the taco. That's the truck. I named it Juan Taco. Like I literally hooked it up and got at it. Why did everything go away on this screen? Your mom likes it when I go do. Hey, there it is. Let's see. Like on my channel. We're going to do something. I'm not going to play the sound on it, but you're going to see the video. That is the taco. There is sound behind it, but there's not a lot of sound behind it. I'm not going to do any kind of promoting to my videos. That just ain't happening. So that is the taco. Man, who else is live tonight that's actually just out here getting it? Let's see. It's always a lot of people live when I decide to go live. Well, we got collaboration of Curiosities live. pretty sure MNC Aquatics is live. I have no idea who the hell that is. Man, there's a lot of people live. Not so many from the fish community, though. But there is a lot of people out there that are live. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got to change the water in this tank. Got to change the water in that tank. Got to change the water in that tank. Noisy's tank needs it. My African cichlids need it. I really need to change the water in my my saltwater tank. However, that ain't happening. I don't know if you guys know it or not. Saltwater is a mother to get the salinity right. So, hooray. I may put you guys on some sound and I may just go get at it. I got to go change the shirt because I am definitely not getting none of that water conditioner on this shirt. This is my Night Under Fire shirt from 2025. That ain't happening. So, let me slap some music on. There we go. And then you'll end up seeing me over there. Maybe. I really don't like this camera. Camera sucks balls, by the way. You guys know a lap dance is so much better when the stripper's crying? I didn't know that. Well, you guys at least get some music while I'm doing what I'm doing. Unless you want me to turn the music off, then I will. Oh, you guys gonna watch me sit out like an old man. Oh, that's right, I am. What's up, Blake? What's up, girl? Here you go. Shoot, $10 Amazon, like. These fish are gonna get mad. I actually started getting mad when I played on it. I need this thing. It's the first thing I ever bought, but I love it at the same time. These fish are gonna be mad. And this one's hoping to go into the goldfish pond. I was sucking all the nasty shit out of this tank. I guess I can film this. So guys, I'm over here live streaming and filming a video at the same time. I would definitely take the air out of this tank. And I no longer let me go over here to my doctors. Noisy still above this tank. So noisy will be still by priority. Along with those guys. Welcome in to people who are still here watching. Thank you for watching. I know, Daisy, I know. Pretty nice 6 to 10 gallon. We'll have some sippers. We're about getting in a 55. Also have 6 to 6. Catch up with the remember to like, oh yeah, thank you, Tim. All right, so I got that tank moving, up, running. Oh, filling up now. I wanted to get those guys at least half-ass situated because it's been a while since they've had a water change. And all fish deserve a water change. I don't care what kind of fish they are. Yes, they are convict cichlids. They're more red Honduran red points than they are convict cichlids, but it is what it is. Schmexy. $6 hours for 60 gallons does suck. I understand that, Tim. I understand it 100%. So as you see, Boo Boo's back. And like I said, man, my convict cichlids deserve to have a water change. They haven't had one in a long time. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't changed the water in that tank in 2 months. And yeah. Yeah. I'm still undetermined whether or not I want to move these guys. If you guys don't know which fish I'm talking about, here, I'll turn you. See Daisy at the top. See the other Oscar right down here in the corner. Fuck it, I'll grab the camera. Got June right there. Daisy up there. Now, if I move them, I'm going to have to take these tanks completely down. Or I could put my goldfish in the top one and close down my pond. The bottom one I could put my goldfish in the bottom one and take the heater out. And I could put my red shoulder Severums in the top and take their tank down. But that leaves me with a pleco. And if I take the pond down, the pleco is going to have to go somewhere. And the only place the pleco can go is there. And then once again, I'm back to leaving those 4 canister filters running. Not necessarily. Let me take that back. I can put the other FX6 on it off the pond. And then I can take off the other 3 canister filters that are on this. I could close down a lot of tanks. Or a lot of power consumption, I should say. But I don't really want to disturb those goldfish. They are happy in that tank right now, so I think I'm going to leave it being. It doesn't really have it doesn't have a heater in it. And that's what's really messing me up with the pleco. I have a pleco in there with no heater. So, and there's one sponge filter over here in my convict tank. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to get the most expensive tool in the fish room to make that work. So I'll be able to do that. That's not an issue. Not an issue. Do 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 do. Lap dance is so much better when the strippers cry. I don't know why that song's stuck in my head again. If you guys haven't followed me on TikTok, I'm going to drop it. I don't care. That is my TikTok account. It is Happy Place Explorers. It's not Happy Place Aquatics. That is where Happy Place goes and explores some shit. So that's more of my exploring content and some silly shit that I don't put on YouTube. Like there's one, it's Many Faces of Jimbo I put on YouTube. It did okay, but it did actually better on YouTube than it did TikTok. I can't lie about that. Can't lie at all. Guys, I am trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. I really am, and it's just it's hard. You know, I've got 879 subscribers. I need 121 subscribers. I have put out a few shorts that have done great, but there's always a but. But it hasn't done good enough to get me where I want to be. I am sad that I just took a tank down in my fish room. You guys have no idea how bad that sucks. Tim does, because Tim went through it today. But some of you don't have a clue on how bad that sucks. I mean, that is not fun at all. This is one of the worst feelings I think I've had in a long time. I really don't know how. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it once all they come down. I'm going to put on a happy face and go on about business like usual, but I'm not going to be happy. You know, this is Happy Place Aquatics, but without my fish, I don't know how happy's going to be. So, that's that. I've got to start tearing shit down. You know, guys, when I get the new place, I will hang my banner up from the ceiling. I'll put it on the wall to where everybody can see it. Happy Place Aquatics. Thank you, Mystic Pets. Without you, I wouldn't have this or that. I'm amazed of the people that I've met here. I am excited of some of the people I've met here. I understand, Tim. I understand, sir. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm not going to be asleep. But I of all people understand what you're feeling. I mean, think about it, man. We've built something that we are proud of, and we're losing it. So it's okay, though. You know what, man? We'll come out on top. We always do. We always do. You know, I got the taco now, so that's a good thing. I love my taco. I've got to drive it and run it. So it's definitely going to be one of them things. Depression is real. Being sad is real. That's what it is. What can I do? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Does suck starting over, man. I got to start over in a completely different house. Man, I've only got 106 likes or followers on or TikTok. Why is what I got to figure out. You know, TikTok won't let me go live. Oh, I wonder if I could go live on 2 separate things at one time. Probably not. That's a good question. I took down a tank. I caught fish out of said tank. I upset Noisy because now she's looking over at me sideways. I mean, we talking extra sauce? I like extra sauce. Getting extra saucy. I picked a hell of a time to quit drinking. So the 40 breeder's down. And I'm about to flood my fish room if I don't pay attention. Actually, you know what? We're going to go ahead and cap this bitch off real quick. We're going to chuck this in the pond. Because the pond is low as fuck. Make sure I plug that heater in. See if it's fucking dead by that morning. What the hell? Don't know how well they can handle cold. All right. Convict seconds have been moving. I got Noisy over here looking at me like, what the fuck? So it's been brought to my attention that I'm talking shit. Apparently that thing's been recording for like 3 fucking hours. Well, guys, I got 34 minutes of fucking Noisy over there. I may have to break that down. I may have to break that down. How does this bitch shut off again? There we go. Oh. You know what I got to remember? I got to put some egg farts in the pond. Egg farts. My pond is 1.5 feet low on water. Go figure. $84 followers, 315 likes for me on TikTok. I've got a 106 and 1,478 likes, Tim. And I know some other people that are just destroying me. I'm over here trying to build an empire with nothing. Who the fuck else is live? Damn, Slim, I think me and you are like the only ones here. I'm pretty sure Mystic Pets might still be watching. But I think that's about it. Well, there's somebody else watching, but I don't know who the fuck they are. I know who. Oh, Jeff Pelham is live. That explains a lot. Damn, he's got a lot of. He's got 12 people watching. Look at him go. You go, motherfucker. Oh, shit, George RG, whatever, RB3 is live. This dude must be like a disco dude or something. Oh. This dude's got 103 viewers on his live stream right now. Whose freaking balls do I have to fondle to get 103 people on my live stream? Does it rhyme with Polverine? Just saying. Well, we're at 141 or 1 hour and 41 minutes. 141 minutes. What the fuck am I saying? We're an hour and 41 minutes. There's 3 individuals watching. I'm pretty sure I'm one of them. I know Slim Tim's one of them. Mystic Pets is probably one of them. I don't know. So I think I'm going to end the live stream here on YouTube. Guys, thanks for watching. If you're not a member of the channel or subscribe to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe. Yeah. Thank you for being here. Everybody was here and everybody who participated. Stay tuned because you guys got some shit.